Welcome back. It is the official start of the 2022-2023 school year. If you're new here, my name is Brianna from A Bubbly Classroom, and I share a little bit of every day in second grade. I'm actually going into my 8th year this year. This is my first day up at the school, and it's almost noon. I have a hair appointment at 3, so I'm only going to be here for like 2 hours. But I figured we would go in, see what the situation is, and I don't even know what to get into today, but I'm sure I'll find something. All right, let's go. I'm in here. All right, I'm gonna show you real quick what it looks like before I touch anything. Our school is so awesome. I was able to send in a map of like what my kind of layout of the big furniture is, and our custodians will move it and put it in place so that you don't mess up the floors, which is so nice. So he came this morning and put my stuff in the right place, the big stuff. And then he brought my one rug down that got cleaned. I have one more, he said it's probably still up front. But this is actually the one I was thinking of getting rid of and putting my library carpet rug up front. And I got like a smaller one that's very similar, but just like smaller, to put in my library this year. But we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. I said, go ahead and bring the other one down when it's done, and I'll kind of figure out what I want to do. And this was something I had the kids do. It was a really fun activity on the last day of school. So this one says, I'm excited for third grade because, and then this one, I think they just put my favorite part of second grade, the best part of second grade. I'm actually really glad I put this up here because look, it like splattered whatever they clean with, splattered on there, so I'm glad I covered that up. Then the one in the hallway is covered up, and it was a congratulations 5th graders because they did like a 5th grade walk on the last day of school. So they wrote nice notes to the 5th graders. I just found this on the floor, and that is stapled up covering the hallway board. This, I guess, got hot because I had it hot glued to those magnets. I guess it fell off, which I was kind of having trouble with it a little bit at the end of last year, so not surprised that that fell off. This cart somebody was getting rid of at the end of the year, so I scooped that up. Yeah, oh, and then a bunch of my bulletin boards got, I don't know what. I'd love to see footage of what goes on in here during the summer because the stuff you come back to, it's always surprising. And then, y'all, okay, that's gonna be for another day. I remember at the end of the year thinking, oh, I'll take my little tripod home in case I decide to film like summer vlogs. As if I ever have it together enough to do that. But normally I keep it on this cart, so I just try to get this cart out to see if it's not on there. So maybe I did bring it home. But I looked at my backpack and couldn't find it, so I don't know. We may be roughing it until I find it. I have you propped up on this little plant, fake plant, on a pencil sharpener right now. Boo. All right, let's take this bulletin board paper off. You guys, I just went to find this and I was like, man, where did I put that? Forgot I put a bunch of like my important stuff in the teacher desk over the summer. Y'all, they must have just put this thing right up on its side. I mean, everything, I had everything in here organized. It is just like, that's where the little bat came from, because they, I mean, my little crown got ripped on the 3. I'm sure I can like, I don't even know, hot glue it. Dang it. Okay, note to self, do not put important stuff in here. I'll go over a couple things that I get a lot of questions about. First is the Trade of the Month board. This is from Cooties and Cuties, and I will link it below. She has them for like, you can have a different one every single month. That's my goal, and I have a bunch of them already made up and bagged. But you know, things get crazy, so sometimes a trait will be 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 month, 6 month, you know, whatever. But she's got little like daily lessons. There's a different quote every week. They learn how to write shout outs to classmates. Just really great for community building, character building, all that good stuff. Especially at the beginning of the year, I figured kindness would be a great one to start with. We ended last year with kindness. We started the year with friendship, but since I already had it up at the end of the year, and I thought that's a great one to start the year with, we'll start with kindness. Second thing is leadership teams. These are the 7 habits, and these are my leadership teams that I created to have students not just have like a single job, but they're on a team and the team is responsible for jobs. Underneath, you'll see their number pockets. Those are their individual pockets, and the only thing that goes in there are their job cards and their lunch card. So, for example, this student was on teachers in training, so I made all the jobs that color. This student's jobs for that week were material manager and librarian, and that's how much they get paid. This resource is from Laura Santos, and I will link that below. I just completely tied it into my leadership teams so that they have job cards that explain what they're responsible for, and then when they have team meetings every week, they all just bring all their job cards, put them in the middle, everyone picks their number 1 pick, and then once everyone has a number 1 pick, they all pick a number 2 pick. And that works on, you know, conflict resolution, compromise, stuff like that, think win-win. So that is how we do jobs in the classroom. And honestly, last year I would let them, like, we would not have team meetings every single week. I've had classes where we had meetings every single Friday. They met, they traded jobs, and that was their new jobs for the week. Last year's group, sometimes they had those jobs for a month. I mean, the thing I love about it, it's just so open-ended. There's no rule to it, so you can have team meetings for whenever it works for that group. Or you could assign them to a team and assign them their jobs on that team. I mean, however you want to do it, but that's kind of how I have it structured. They apply for a team at the beginning of the year, the team that they want to be on. I go through all the teams. I go through what they're all responsible for. It's a great like first week activity. And then after we've gone through all the teams and the jobs, then they apply for a team. We demonstrate each team having a team meeting. Everybody watches every team have a team meeting and how it goes. And I monitor and help in the beginning, but by the end of the year, they just do it so quick and easy. All right, enough rambling. I was like, what is all this stuff on my cart? I was like, I know I did not leave all these books out like this. And I just looked through and I saw a kid's name on one of the math books. And I know whose teacher that was. So I'm gonna go empty this cart in their room. Go put this stuff on their table because I don't know what it is. All right, I dropped those off and I'll let the custodian know that they had her name on them. But I will let him know if she doesn't want them. I'll text her and see. And then he can throw them away if she doesn't want them. And he just helped me put this table in place so all the big furniture is now completely in place, which means I could start figuring out where I want desks. It's 12:30. I still have like an hour and a half here. I am not ready to start like tackling the closet, but I also don't want to set up the desk and like have to move around them completely, you know? I'm actually in pretty good shape because I've made it to where my bulletin boards basically stay the same all year. So there's not much to like take down and put back up. Like behind there, my other bulletin board is my calendar, which I already have ready for August. And then I have some respect posters, which is another thing we do at the beginning of the year. And then this one I just leave blank for like any important stuff I have to put up, because this is kind of my space over here. So if the office gives us a form or something that I need to remember, I thought about actually getting one of those like hanging monthly calendars to put up there too. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, let's look at, I ordered a couple things. I just ordered 2 things for Amazon Prime Day. Did not need a bunch of stuff, but one of them's actually not like a Prime Day deal. One is just, I needed it. This is really hard without the, let me get my, all right, there we go. This is kind of a challenge without that little tripod thing. I'm gonna have to find that. All right, first thing I got are these. Whoa. I gave these out at Sneak Peek last year to the kids as like their little welcome gift, and I liked it a lot, so I'm gonna do it again. I'll put a little picture maybe here of what it looks like, but they're just these little Rubik's cubes, and I just made this little tag, and I think I ended up not sticking them down because I didn't want tape to mess up the stickers. I think I just left them on top maybe. I can't remember what I did. I'll have to watch my video from last year and remember. But it comes with 36 of them. So I think I still have some left over from last year. And then I make up a few more for any new students we get throughout the year. It's already ready for them. So love that. And then somebody shared this, so I grabbed one. I've been thinking about getting one of these to magnet on the whiteboard, but then also I don't want to take up whiteboard space with that. And I thought this one would be cute on my little standing desk where everybody could still see it. It is a 60-minute countdown visual timer. Let's see. Super cute too. Love the color. Our science lab person used these last year and I really liked it. So, oh, it doesn't have batteries. AAA's. FYI, if you get this, you're gonna need AAA's. I'll link both of these down below. But that will be super cute. I'm actually gonna leave it out. I'll just put it on my standing desk. Should probably keep the instructions, at least until I figure out how to use it. Not that it's confusing, but I think there are adjustable volume. Yeah, there's a couple settings, so I'm gonna keep these just until I play around with that a little bit. Put that up there for now. Cute. I really like that. I really like that. Okay, because I usually use the Class Dojo timer, which I do love, and I leave it up on the board, but then I have to like make the window really small so I can like stick it on top of whatever I want them to see on the board, whether it's a PowerPoint or whatever. I know you can put timers in PowerPoints and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes I want to set like a 3-minute, 30-second timer or something random. I don't know. I just like what I like, but I think I'm gonna like that a lot. I think I might make this table things that I need to fix. My room is basically going to be the same as it was last year, which is really nice. I think I was saying that before about the bulletin boards leaving them the same. So there's just some things that like the hot glue gets hot over the summer and has fallen off, like the turn-in bin label or something like that, or that little cover for the filing cabinet. I think I'm gonna put that kind of stuff on this table as like fix stuff. Yeah, let's do it. It wouldn't be classroom setup if I did not just completely crack a nail in half and not even know how I did it. Like, did not get hurt today. I don't understand how that happened. Like, you would think I would notice my nail completely cracking, but I digress. It's 1 o'clock. I got another hour. I think I'm gonna start putting stuff on this white shelf maybe. I don't really know what to do with myself. Let's try that. All right, this is a bunch of like task cards and games and stuff for each unit that I finally organized, I think last summer. And then this is kind of like monthly bins of like a monthly crafts and like random monthly stuff. And then unlock 1, 2, and 3. These are math and reading challenges from 2nd grade Sassy Pants and Cooties and Cuties. I am melting in here. And I put these up every month on this board. You can kind of see the Velcro. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put the first one up because this board just looks so sad. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those up. Probably put up reading and math for August. I always get lots of questions on how I run this in my classroom too. Unlock the text, I put it up there, but we're starting Wonders this year, so I don't even know if that is going to happen this year. But I put it up there because I can always take it down. But if we decide to use it, then it is ready, or if we have time to use it, I should say. I think Wonders is like pretty intense, so I don't know, we'll see. But as far as the math goes, I give them this whole packet for basically the month. I change this out every month. I'm actually really good about changing this out every month because they get really excited to see a new one. And it's just kind of one of their stations usually is like, I'll say maybe do pencil challenge and glue challenge at the beginning. And if they finish either pencil or glue or both, they turn it in. I check it for correctness, accuracy, and then I circle any they need to check and put it in a basket. Next time they go to that station, they get it from the basket, it's ready to go, it's corrected, and they know they can either move on to clipboard or they need to go back and fix. Let's say a lot of kids are starting to get done with pencil and glue, then I'll say, okay, now you can do pencil, glue, and clipboard. Now you can do pencil, glue, clipboard, and crayons. And I just kind of slowly progress them through it for the first like 2 weeks. After about 2 weeks of the month, it's open and it just says unlock finish. If they complete it and it's all accurate, by the time I change it, they get class money, like $100 of classroom money, which is a lot. If they don't finish it, they start the new one, and then it's one of their pickle choices. If they have any extra time, they can go back and work on past ones so that they can turn them back in and get their money for them. Some kids, this is overwhelming for them, and that's fine. I do not make it a requirement unless it's like the number one thing on their list. I don't make it a requirement that they finish it. I don't make it a requirement that they get it all, completed and correct by the end of the month. It's just extra practice and usually a spiral review of skills. And a lot of times it is actually previewing skills. So if they do not get to it in Unlock, they are getting to it with me in a whole group lesson, small group lesson, or independent practice with me or with a partner. They're getting it somewhere else. A lot of times this is either a spiral or a preview. It's typically not like what we are actually working on that day, if that makes sense. But it's pretty aligned to our units, I must say. So yeah, there's plenty of other ways for them to practice. If this is too overstimulating or overwhelming for them, I really don't push it. A lot of them do want to do it and complete it because they want to make that money. 1:30, what to do for 30 minutes. I do not know. Let's just wander around for a minute and wheel this little cart around. I don't want to tackle the closet. I guess I could keep pulling stuff out of here. Problem with that is a lot of this goes either on this counter or in these shelves, so I kind of have to like pull it all off and get the shelves down, and then I gotta have the shelves in place. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do. My principal just came in. He was asking they're looking for ways that they can recognize us this year, like other than what they've been doing in the past. So if you guys have any good ideas, leave them down below so I can share them with him, because I'm someone who does not like to be recognized. So I'm just like, you're asking the wrong person. But I did tell him some healthy options, like when they bring like the cool little cart around with like snacks and stuff, maybe some like LaCroix or some healthy bars or fruit cups or something like that, because my team likes to eat pretty healthy. Not me, but I know people do. And then I said we're allowed to wear jeans, so that's not really a thing. I did say the leave early pass, like a pass you get to leave like after dismissal, after you're done with like your afternoon duty or whatever, you can just leave. But I was trying to think of like some other things. It's so hard. But now I'm gonna stay here like another 15 minutes or so. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put my little cart that I put right here together. I had to take it apart because I had to put it in the closet, and I literally had to throw it on top of everything. So I just took all the drawers out and just put the empty shell of the cart on top of everything in there. So I'm gonna pull that out and put all the drawers back in it, I think. It is 2:10. I'm gonna get out of here. My girl can actually get me in at 2:30, so I'm gonna head over there to get my hair done. Earlier I get started, the earlier I get finished, because you know, all this hair takes a couple hours. I feel like I had a pretty productive day in here. Maybe tomorrow we will finish clearing off this, or maybe we will tackle the closet. I feel like maybe I should get the bookshelves out of there and over in place, and that way I can start putting the desks in arrangements. Maybe we'll start there tomorrow when I'm fresh. But yeah, pretty good first day. I will show you one whole look around the room, and then I will see you tomorrow. Bye.